So a journalist who has been known for purveying a lot of accusations about other journalists, calling them foreign agents, spies for Russia, accusing them of not being for America, but being for other, world governments. His wife was just arrested and charged with spying for South Korea.
No way.
In exchange for luxury handbags.
What?
And other perks.
Well, she's been projecting. She's been projecting.
Oh,
she's out there.
Well, no, he's projecting.
The journalist.
Her husband, Max Boot is his name.
Oh.
He has been constantly. He's one of those guys who's always affiliated with, like when they're accusing people of Russia. Yeah.
But his own wife.
His own wife
Was
an ex-CIA analyst. Her name is Sumi Terry.
Sumi Terry.
Yep. She was charged with spying for South Korea.
Wait, you can.
What if he was Honeypot?
You can spy for fucking luxury handbags?
Yeah.
Probably no paper trail, dude.
Think about Bob Menendez. He was just doing all kinds of bribes and shit like that while a senator, and he fucking got gold bars and shit like that.
Yeah, but gold bars.
Well, that's how the game works, though. The game,
Yeah.
it's like you don't get actual cash. They give you things in exchange for that, or if they blackmail you, you just gotta fucking do it because you're in trouble. But
Or killer stock tips.
not all spying is
Like that
spying in
Supreme
the sense
Court.
where it's like sometimes it's just information about some cultural thing, and you have to report to your handler.
South Korean intelligence officers allegedly gave her Bottega Veneta,
Bottega Veneta.
and Louis
Shut the fuck up.
and also,
Fucking asshole.
also Dolce & Gabbana coat and dinners at Michelin-starred restaurants. Prosecutors say they provided more than $37,000 in covert funding for a public policy program on Korean affairs that she also ran.
They caught a spy here at when we were going to college at East LA College. They were the president of the China Club. The Chinese club. No, I'm not even fucking around, dude.
It's obvious.
Yeah, but that's what's like funny.
It's out in the open.
But then it's the same thing where like that president of China Club was probably like, stop calling all Chinese people spies.
Right.
It's that projection thing of like,
We're not spies.
That president's wife. Who said
oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah, and they just had to report back what the culture of America was like.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy that that's so valuable to somebody, huh?
What blows my mind though is that we have friendly countries that we're supposed to be allies with, and they have spies here.
We have spies back and forth.
We all have.
We all
Do
have
we
spies.
have more spies on other people than they do?
We got
Probably.
caught. We got caught spying on the German prime minister at the time, Angela Merkel.
Yeah, it was on WikiLeaks.
Yeah, it was on WikiLeaks.
Yeah.
And we were spying. We were tapping her phones, all kinds of shit. Everybody knew because it leaked out. And then Angela Merkel was just like, the governments are just kind of like, yeah, we all spy on each other.
I definitely believe that America has the most technological spyware on its own citizens.
Well, and Mossad. Mossad is fucking underrated as fuck.
Mossad?
Really?
Oh,
Why?
That's
Israeli
the
spy program.
CIA of
It's
Israel.
honestly just as good as us.
Damn.
Those guys are unbelievable.
And they didn't see the attack coming?
Or maybe they did.
Well, I don't know
Or
about that.
maybe they did.
I mean, did the CIA see 9/11 coming? Right?
Yeah.
There were warnings about shit. Well, I can't do that here, but but no, there were warnings,
go ahead,
right?
go ahead. Say what you
Remember,
wanna say.
there was some before 9/11 happened. Condoleezza Rice, I think, was talking about, or no, Condoleezza Rice was sent something from cables that were saying like, "Hey, there's a plan to attack the World Trade Center."
And she goes, I don't care.
Right, and that was in August, actually.
But is it like, you know how some people go, we hear someone warn about something every minute of the day. How do you know which one to like?
Well, honestly, I think it depends on the intelligence agency. Maybe you know some shit about this.
A lot of it I heard it is actually hard, so that's why it's the experience level of knowing how to sift through it. Because like, in addition to so I think there's a couple of categories, but it's like, in addition to information, you also have to gauge the reliability of the information and the source.
Yeah.
So it could be something that's like small, but 100% confident, and then there's something that could be huge, like 9/11, but then maybe it's only 50% reliable, and then now you're forced to like, how do I allocate resources and make a decision? So it's hard too.
I know.
That's why when we were waterboarding Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, who was one of the Al Qaeda terrorists responsible for planning 9/11, we were waterboarding him, and he was giving us false information because waterboarding doesn't
Because
really
he just
fucking
wants
work.
to stop.
Right.
He's like, stop torturing me. I'll
Right.
give you anything. And then we're like, well, okay, we got all this evidence.
Yep.
And I mean, like, just the other day, I was watching Miss Congeniality, and I was like, dude, like, when she had that scene and that guy was. She thought he was the assassin, and he was gonna pull a gun out, but then it was just a cigarette, and she tackled him.
Yep.
And then the government doesn't want to be that
In
guy.
heels, by the way. She tackled him in
The
heels.
government doesn't want to be that guy that tackles the,
No.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to be.
What is
Nick, I feel like you have something to
the
add.
double news going on over there?
Dude, this guy was staring at me for fucking 15 minutes, so I said he looked like this guy. The guy from RoboCop 3.
That's good. Hey,
He looks like this. Hey, make
Hey.
the face. Look at the camera. Do the face that you're.
hey, that's good content.
That's good content.
That's very good content. Very
That's
good
a good side mission.
Thank
Does he
you.
look like him? He looks like him, dude.
Yeah,
fucking
I'm gonna always make it. Anytime somebody brings up 9/11.
You're just excited, dude.
True, but like, I read this article about, I don't know if it was about Mossad, but it was about the airport in Israel and how effective their like security is and everything. How superior it is to like Americans.
I mean, they got the Iron Dome out there.
Well,
like, they're probably.
But
gonna-
it wasn't that. It was that the security racially profiles.
Is that right?
That one difference makes security way more efficient.
Whoa.
Isn't that fucking interesting?
Well, they
To
also
back it up.
have a couple airports to protect, whereas we have goddamn every state.
It was so disturbing to like hear that. Like I was like, oh fuck, that's crazy.
They're more effective because they don't randomly profile. They look for the terrorists.
and they yeah.
Are they racially profiling or are they reading the data?
No, it's not just it's
Or
not
just trust their eyes.
it's not just racially profiling. That's included. It's just there's no sensitivity of like, oh, we want everyone to be frisked equally so no one feels bad. They don't have that.
Well, we're trying
It's
to
just
say before
like-
anybody goes crazy, by the way, because everyone's ready and the neck shark and all shit.
Yeah.
Racial profiling works.
Yeah.
I thought also on the flip side it was so inefficient because like I'd be going into markets in Hawaii and some of them like they have so much theft, right? Anyone with a backpack has to like stop. Dude, there was this one deaf ass uncle walking in and he had like a backpack. This motherfucker was not even close to a thief, right? And then the security was like, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me." Clearly he can't fucking hear you. He has a hearing aid and shit. He's walking like slower than a sloth. And he has to give up his backpack and leave it in the locker. And I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
He was probably the best disguise for a thief,
Yeah.
but he doesn't fit the description.
If you work security at an airport and like you saw a bunch of Asian people going through, what type of crime do you think they would?
I think they're going to be having
Moving money.
fruits,
fucking
fruits and fucking fish.
Smuggling would be their
Yup.
crime.
Oh, they always do
Smuggling
that, yeah.
fish.
I saw a watermelon get opened up and it had all kind of marijuana inside.
Really?
That's Mexican.
Saw that happen?
But that's Mexican.
I
That's
saw it.
definitely not Asian.
I saw it on the internet.
That's not Asian.
Asian is like
I didn't say it was
fucking
Asian.
illegal fish
yeah. It's like
or
weird shit.
or
like
some
that,
fucking
yeah.
meats like deer meat or something.
I wouldn't be surprised if the most successful law enforcement agencies also racially profile.
I really do feel like they have data to back it up, though.
Just saying, I was sorry, I didn't mean to cough. I agree.
Tell the truth.
So, also, by the way, this chick, this is so key to this article too. She advocated South Korean policy positions during media appearances,
Wow.
sharing non-public information with intelligence officers, and facilitated meetings between U.S. and South Korean government officials, according to the.
So
Got it.
both ways.
Let's go!
Got it?
Let's go.
Finally.
The guts came out?
I
No.
fucking got that
Why is
motherfucker.
Still moving. It's still moving.
We need an electric swatter in here.
Let him die.
So she was doing
Let
it
him
for
die
both
slow.
sides.
Well, right. So exactly, she was facilitating meetings between U.S. and South Korean government officials for the South Koreans, though. Like she was trying to swing it for the South Korean government.
Make them look good.
That's why she's advocating their policies during media appearances, which is what they all fucking do on TV, by the way.
Oh, so
They all do it for
basically,
their own
she's
interest.
just always stayed loyal to South Korea.
Absolutely.
So now she go to
She
jail?
has to. She's Korean. It's Korea number
And
one
she
all the way
admitted
through.
to the She admitted to the FBI that she served as a source of information for South Korean intelligence, including by passing handwritten notes from the off-the-record June 22 meeting with Secretary of State Anthony Blinken.
Well, it's because she was like, come on, look at this, a Gucci bag. America is not giving me a Gucci bag. Look at this one, it's a Hermes bag. And then come on, this one, Louis Vuitton bag. It's like so many. This is the best bag. Yeah.
This is the best bag.
Number one.
Did she go to jail now?
So she's been charged. We got to go through a trial, right? Yeah.
That must feel pretty shitty to be such an advocate of like anti-spying, and then your wife is a freaking spy.
Well, it's like you said. It's
He must have known.
Do you think it is?
Well, what if he doesn't know? There could be he doesn't know. too.
Please.
No.
So she's just showing up with
How could he-
$37,000 worth
he
of
got-
fucking luxury
some
bags.
guys-
No, he got honey
Did
potted.
he got honeypotted like Swalwell?
I think he got honey potted, man.
Remember Swalwell? He had the Chinese spy. He was boinking the Chinese spy. He was a conqueror.
I was just thinking of how Project Veritas always finds these gay guys with the top positions at security companies.
By the way,
And they just want to say, they just want to tell you
I was like,
everything.
why the
By the
fuck
way,
are these
all-
gay
all the-
guys saying everything?
all the people who are like, it's so fucked up. Like, gay people don't have a fucking. It's not like all gay people have a list. Well, no shit, they don't have a list. But the fact that the guy James O'Keefe just puts a lisp on and everyone's like, oh yeah, you're gay, is amazing. Because he goes on dates with dudes all the time.
He's barely trying.
Barely trying. He's not even like, oh my god, girl, it's a full fucking left and all this shit. He's like tame list, tame list.
Subtle.
Like burn the tip of his tongue on a microwave dinner
He's
list.
getting people to give classified information
Insane.
at the highest level on the first date.
Yes.
Damn, that's tough.
Defense Department guys and shit like that.
Those guys are high level.
how you know it's-
Bro, they got a whole system though. They know how to honeypot people. They're probably so good at that.
Honeypotting is actually, isn't that, didn't you
It's a
say that's
skill,
actually
sure.
like a really effective wartime tactic?
Oh, the most effective.
Don't they do that in the CIA? Like,
Test me.
you know that Bustamante guy that's was
No,
on
don't
podcast?
test-
He
don't
talks about how like they have female agents that have to learn how to
Yeah.
Suck dick for
or
America.
just like persuade people. They said like one of the tests is like you go to a coffee shop and you just ask for somebody to buy you a coffee without using any money, and that's like part of the test that they have to do.
Wow.
So like they're constantly trying to test their persuasion.
That's easy though.
As a dude, no, it's not.
I think it's easy.
Really? What would you say?
I would just go to a dude though.
How would you do it?
I'd be like, yo, I actually forgot my wallet. Is there?
No, you can't say that.
Crazy. I'm not talking
You can't mention coffee. They buy it for you.
Oh,
Whoa.
you can't mention coffee.
Cannot mention. You can't say, "Can
They
you
have,
buy
like,
me a cup
rules.
of coffee?" You can't say the word coffee. You can't ask them to do their favorite. You just have to, through the charm. Just they're just they just
Hey,
get,
can I buy you a coffee?
They just get manipulated
Like
to.
I think I could do it.
That's crazy.
You could do it.
I could do it with no words.
Oh, where's?
You said worse.
How would you do it though if you can't say coffee?
Dude, I'm not giving away my
Come on, get me to buy you coffee.
Nobody says anything. You're just sitting there patting yourself for 10 minutes.
There's no way.
First you gotta identify your mark. You gotta identify your mark, right? No. But if I walk into this room, I'm not identifying you. Come on. You're second to me.
Get any of them. Do it to any of us, dude. Okay, good.
I'm going to the fanny pack first.
Not in my throat. No.
Okay, first thing you go like this. You're like,
I'm a so sleepy.
What the fuck? I guess one way really would be to just talk it up with you, like,
That's how they tell you.
I noticed, like, hey man, like, you gotta at least be a brown belt.
Hey man, can I buy you a coffee?
The way that you move, man.
Ding 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 ding.
Hey, I'm easy.
And then you just chat it up, and then when it's time to go, I'm like right behind you in line, and you're just like, oh yeah, this guy too.
yeah.
Let me get a
Whatever
brown
you want.
coffee.
I'm gonna fuck this guy later.
But then that is a weird. I don't think I've ever done that for somebody that I was chatting it up with randomly, right?
if they're already in line, because you're assuming they're gonna buy
Have
their
you ever
own.
done that with somebody? Has someone ever had that effect on you that wasn't the spy?
So next time someone does that to you randomly, that's a spy.
Coffee is definitely different versus like alcohol culture.
It's a pretty sick challenge
What
though.
kind of
That's hard.
would you do? Like if, let's say,
A hot spy. I would do a hot
let's
spy.
say like a friendly country, right? Like we're cool with them, you know, like Canada, and then they come up to you and then they go, "Hey dog, like I'll fucking, you know what? Like those new Jordans, I'll hook you up if you just like give me some information about America."
Are they signed, Jordan?
If I know what I'm doing is giving information, I would be scared because it feels like I could get in trouble. But if someone just happened to be in a conversation and then I said something,
Because all of her,
that's different. If they make you think that it's your idea to say it, that's the trick, right?
Remember all the COVID leaks?
all of her actions seem like harmless actions.
Well,
No.
she wasn't registered as a foreign agent.
And she had covert South Korea. Go back.
Can you imagine if at the end of the trial we've found that they're harmless actions? Keep the bags, enjoy your life.
My bad. We messed up.
Yeah, so covert funding for a public policy program she worked on that program,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be covert. So she's giving that information.
Yeah, she probably signed 6,000 NDAs.
There was covert funding for it.
So
Yeah.
she's a tattletale.
Yeah.
When's the last time someone got in trouble for tattling?
That's what you're calling
This is the last time.
Joe.
rats.
Not bad.
Korean. You got
International tattling.
Well, I think
He's apologizing on behalf of Japan.
I have to back Koreans up.
He's trying to get a good.
Oh, as apology.
So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make up. This is respirations, dude. Like.
restoration. I mean.